field a lot more than you give him credit for.
No,
but now I'm going to put this in perspective for you. I'm going to tell you what my eye test is telling me, why I still take Zeke slightly over Todd Gurley, but for different reasons than I used to think. Zeke is not the same back that he was as a rookie. He doesn't have the same burst. He's not the home run threat that he was as a rookie. There's no Saquon in him anymore. He can't make you miss in the open field the way he did as a rookie. He doesn't have that 4-4 breakaway home run speed. What he is he is a sledgehammer. He pounds the ball between the tackles as fiercely, as ferociously, as all-heartedly, as willfully as any back I've ever seen. I've never seen better body lean than this kid has. And he's still just a kid. Touches over the last 3 years, he's #1 in football. Look at the touches. He's touched, again, catching it, running it, 1,003 touches. It's just so much physicality because he's as physical a runner as I have ever seen since Earl Campbell. Seriously.
Well, he's not, but that's not a good thing.
I'm just saying, this isn't going to last that long.
Well, yeah.
But right now...
I don't know, Adrian Peterson, I think you like him. His physicality, too.
Okay, but Zeke's even beyond Adrian in physicality because what he does best is turn a no-yard gain into a 2.5-yard gain.
I will give you that. He does make people, they got him dead to right in the backfield, and somehow he finds a way to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
He fights, he scratches, he claws, he squirms, and even if he gets a step on you, even if he gets it into the secondary, he's usually more liable to bust your head than make you miss.
Yes.
Seriously, am I right? How many helmet-to-helmets have we seen from Zeke this year? He got called once for it, but it just seems like he's more likely just to run your you-know-what over.
You know what, Skip, and that's funny. It's funny that you say that because you talk about a guy that can make someone miss in a confined space, but he can't make people miss in open field. And that's odd to me.
Okay, but even making people miss in the confined, he's mostly just making them not be able to tackle him. He's just out fighting.
Right, he's making the first guy.
There's no bigger will in the National Football League than 21 has. I'm just talking about will, just heart, guts, whatever you want to call that thing.
It was showing when you were speaking, you were doing the voiceover, but you saw how he made Frank Clark got him dead to right.
He did.
He has him dead to right.
Yeah.
That's the confined space that we're talking about, that he's able to make him miss and get the ball in the end zone.
Emmett was all-time great at that.
Oh, yes.
But it's because they couldn't even get a hand on him. he had, as Norv Turner used to tell me when I was writing my Cowboy book, he'd never seen quickness in a confined space like Emmett.
Right.
But Emmett was 5'9", and had elephant offensive linemen, and it was hard. They couldn't find him until he slipped through the line of scrimmage and he was in the secondary. Then, trust me, he could make you miss. And Emmitt Smith with a football under his arm, I never saw him get caught, even though he timed 4.6 in the 40 at the Combine, which is why he fell to, what, 21st in the first round?
Yes.
Okay? Zeke timed 4.4, but he looks more 4.6-ish to me because on the play that offended you so much when the corner didn't close on the left flank.
On the force,
Okay? Didn't know force. Zeke looks up and nobody's home.
Yeah, he got to go.
He's just clean and he doesn't have to run through any contact. And all of a sudden he's off to the races. And what happened? They just run him down because it doesn't look 4-4 to me. In college, he's gone on that play. That's just me.
Yes,
but he's taken so much punishment and he's doled out so much punishment that he's a different beast now. But I still love my beast, man. And what he does best is he's a workhorse back who just keep giving him the football. He will wear you down and ultimately wear you out on defense. After a while, you just don't want any of that anymore because it's hard. He is bringing it to you.
And also, here's the thing, though, Skip. You know Zeke has put the ball on the ground 6 times this year.
Okay.
Now, he's only lost one.
Only lost one. And that's why I can't... They fade from my memory because I don't think of him as a fumbler because he's not losing fumbles.
Yeah, I look at fumbler and putting the ball on the ground because you open yourself up. Now, you get lucky, Skip, a lot of times, I mean, there have been situations where he's fumbled the ball and the guys are right there and the ball take a funny bounce. And the next thing you know, one of his linemen is coming out of the pile with it. But you don't want to tempt fate like that.
Okay.
Todd Gurley put the ball on the ground one time.
Okay, and it's because the style is so different because Zeke is fighting for every last inch. And when you do that, you are susceptible to somebody throwing a fist and knocking the ball loose.
Well, I'll tell you what you're not fighting for. Them touchdowns. Because Todd Gurley, TG 400, got that on lock. 40 tubs in 2 years. Skip, what am I supposed to do with that?
Okay, well, let me ask you what you're going to do with all these numbers, because here we go. Let's just compare them 3 years versus 3 years, okay? I told you yards, let's just do yards per rush. Every time you run the football, Zeke averages 4.66 yards per rush. That's over a 3-year period. That's pretty extraordinary. And Todd is, that's 14th in the NFL, because some of the little backs are going to get, okay. But Todd is 4.23. That's a significant drop, because that's 42nd over the last 3 years. Then let's look at rushes 10+ yards or more, but this is for 3 years, okay? Zeke has 110 to Todd's 91. That's first versus third over that period of time. How about 20+ yard rushes over the last 3 years? Zeke has 30 to Todd's 21. That's first versus third over the last 3 years. So I'm just showing you my guy's a little better. And then total touches, because your guy catches it a lot. Zeke, over the last 3 years, 1,003 to Todd's 979. Not that it's very, very close. That's first and second over the last 3 years. And then yards from scrimmage, my guy's just a little better, 52-47 to 51-36, because he's had some more touches. But it's close, but I'm going to give the edge to my guy because he can continue to do more. And then what he showed you this year was 77 catches, because I always thought of Todd as 1-2-2-1 with Le'Veon as the best running back catcher, right? And all of a sudden, I think Zeke showed you this year, he's the best coming out of the backfield.
I don't know
he caught 81% of his targets this year. And how many times did Dak just have to throw, almost like trying to throw it away, and it was wild high?
They're checking it down to him, Skip. It's not like he's down the field.
Did he catch
Yes, he did.
81% of his targets? That's extraordinary.
Okay, but here's the thing. When you factor in the last 3 years, see what you did, that's weighted heavily. Because in 2016, the Dallas Cowboys had one of the most dominant offensive lines in all of football. It was probably only second to that old 90s Cowboys offensive line. They had three offensive linemen that were not only top linemen, they were top 25 players as graded by Pro Football Focus. Am I correct?
You are correct. But the last 2 years, the boy wonder has been running the offense that Todd Gurley benefits from. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, so is that not advantage with Sean McVay for Todd Gurley?
But
yes,
the advantage is finding ways to get Todd the ball, and so throwing him the football. Skip, there's no schematic scheme that, okay, what you do when it comes to running is about your offensive lineman putting a hand in the dirt and says, today we will move this man against his will.
Yeah. And guess what Dallas does? Scott Linehan is often the most uncreative play caller in the history of play callers. It's so predictable. It's so not going to fool the defense, because they just line up. Watch what the first play will be on Saturday night. They'll just line up and they'll just hand it to Zeke. He might be under center and just turn around and hand it to 21 right up the middle.
Well, Skip, you can't.
Here we come.
How exotic do you want him to be in the running game? The running game is I toss it, I hand it. That's all I got for you.
Sometimes I like it out of the shotgun when he lets Zeke get a head start off left tackle or right tackle, like that play that broke the other day. It's just a little more clever where you pull somebody and get a little momentum going left or right. But mostly they just say, here we come. And we have seen Zeke get stopped on some 3rd and 4th and shorts where it's just really close. But they're just hoping his willpower and his physicality will get them the first down, right?
So I get it, but all that, Skip, all that well and good. Zeke might be have a little high yards per average, or maybe a few more rush yards. But at the end of the day, what am I doing all this running for? I'm trying to get the ball in the end zone. And if I can get the ball in the end zone, that greatly increases my team's chance of winning.
Okay, I could make a case if you had put Zeke in the same circumstances that Todd Gurley got to try for the end zone, Zeke would have more rushing touchdowns.
Hold on. It's not Todd Gurley's fault that your quarterback can't throw the ball down the field far enough and get the ball at the 1 yard, get out at the 1 yard line. That's not Todd Gurley's fault.
Really? You know what? I'm going to have to bite my tongue on that, because we're going to do this topic in a little bit here on the show. But Dak Prescott is the most unfairly criticized quarterback in the history of pro football. In the history. All he does is great, and all you do is pick him apart.
That's what our job is.
I've never seen anything like that.
That's our job, is to critique.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Offer harsh critique, but fair.
Is it to hate?
No.
I don't know.
Be fair.
Yeah.
Todd Gurley. Follow him on Instagram at TG400.
You know what I love? I love first downs. I love them almost as much as touchdowns. And so over the last 3 years, Eekiel Elliott has carried the ball for 220 first downs to Todd Gurley's 186. That's money in the bank right there.
And guess what?
Money.
You know what, Jenny? I don't know if you noticed this or not, but when you get the ball in the end zone, you don't get credit for a first down. You get credit for that too. Look, he getting all them first downs. Guess what he's not getting? That means he's not getting the ball in the end zone. At the end of the day, you could have 100 first downs or you could have 50 points. Which one you want?
I'll give you the fluky fantasy stat. It's fluky fantasy. That's all it is. Oh, you scored from the 1 yard line? Oh, you won your fantasy league. Way to go, Todd.
Remember
Way to go.
I know a team. It's none of my business, but I know a team, Jenny, that lost to